So I'm not going to go through all the technical data and stuff. I just want to talk about what I've seen owning this scope for a few years now over all my other scopes that I've ever owned, and why I love these ones here. My biggest thing I went for this was the weight. So it comes in just under 500 grams, and it definitely makes the difference carrying it through the mountains. It's very well balanced. Like, it's hard to get on a video, but believe me, it's very well balanced and very, very light for the capabilities of the scope. One great thing is that it starts from 3.5, and you can wind it all the way up to 18 times magnification. So you pretty much got your whole areas covered there. You can be stalking through the bush, spook a deer or something like that and get a quick shot away with the 3.5 magnification, or you can push out those longer shots and wind right up to 18 and get this super clear picture of the animal that you're targeting. So that is a really cool feature, where a lot of them, they come 3 to 12 or smaller variances, The dial on this, so it only goes to 13 MOA and then stops. So if you're looking at pushing out longer distances, this scope probably isn't for you. So it has a little lock there, and you can't adjust it anymore, or you can, but you have to remember basically where your zero stop is. Like, you can make it so it just keeps winding. So you can actually lose your zero if you aren't watching out for that. But this is more than enough for me. So it goes 13 MOA. I'm running a 7mm rem mag. It's pushing out 650 yards, dialing right up there. So to me, that is it's a good hunting shot there. Bit of distance, but anything more, you start to play into all those variables of atmospheric and wind and all that a lot more. So I'd rather just get the animal, knock it on the ground, and go retrieve it. It's running the 4WI reticle. So it's a very nice, smooth reticle. I'll show you soon. It's very streamlined, and it has your MOA windage on it, so that you can adjust for your windage and so forth, which is great. But what I really love about this reticle, it is really narrow. So when you are trying to sight your rifle in, you can actually see the bullseye beyond the reticle. So a lot of other scopes I've used, they're actually quite thick. So you're basically covering up the whole bullseye to try and get that shot off. So it's very pinpoint accuracy reticle, basically. And then with the illumination, the illumination is right on the bullseye. So when you buy it straight out the box, it comes with this cap here. So it's got 3 little rings with your different colors on it, and you're supposed to put them at different distances for your dialing up. Personally, I think that's a complete waste of time. Just chuck that out and get a cap, an MOA cap. So you can make your own custom ones once you have validated your rifle, or this one is just a straight MOA. So dial 4 clicks there, 1 MOA, another 4 clicks, 2 MOA, simple. I will be getting a custom one day. Just haven't got around to it yet, but yeah, these rings I think are just a waste of time. And then it costs more money, but you mean buy once, cry once sort of thing. This scope will last me for the rest of my lifetime. Another small disadvantage I've noticed when I'm hunting in the hills, is with the illumination here, you've got your 2 buttons on top there. One being a power button, and the other one adjusting the brightness. Once it's on the power button, you click once and it will actually dim it back down, which is great. But then the other one powers it back up. But in the hills, I've definitely noticed the button being bumped a few times, and I'll go to have a look through my scope at a few clearings or something, and the illumination's on. So I have gone through a battery within a year maybe, but I guess that's something just to watch out for, and always carry a spare battery. You know, they're only a small light battery, not too expensive, so that's just a minor thing. So those are pretty much my only cons out of all the pros, such as how bright the scope is, the weight, you know, it's only running a 1-inch tube, and the whole variation of magnification. The parallax, I don't know, I'm not too experienced with parallaxes. I think it just does its job. It's perfectly normal. Cool little feature that it comes with out of the box is these scope caps, which everyone obviously comes with scope caps, but as you can see, they're translucent. So if it's a rainy day and you're crashing up through the bush, I've definitely had it before. I've had my scope caps on and spooked a deer and messed around trying to fumble getting these off. But if it's raining, you can run that on and actually see through it clear enough to get the shot away. It's not perfect looking through these. It's obviously just a bit of plastic capping, but it will still do the job, which is pretty cool. Also, the scope being so hardy and the glass being so tough, for me, I don't always have a, you know, as a hunter, you don't always have a microfiber cloth on you or anything. If the scope does get a bit dirty, I just use my shirt. Quick scuff like that. And it's just clear as day, like, honestly. You don't see any scuffles or scratches or anything. It's just such a hardy glass that I just wipe it with basically anything. Other scopes I've had, you know, I'll use my shirt or something like that and it starts to leave like all these smear marks around and stuff. But this glass here just seems to be great without the microfiber cloth, which is what I really want in a hunting rifle, especially in the mountains when it's wet and cold and all that. So that is definitely a noticeable feature when I'm up hunting with this.
So here's a quick look through my phone. That sheep is about 250 yards and we're on 9 times magnification there. You can just see how thick where the reticle is, so you get the full picture looking through the eyepiece. Actually, the phone's not doing it too much justice, but also how thin the reticle is there. So you can get pinpoint accuracy on looking at your animal. I'll zoom in and turn on the illumination. So there's the illumination and wound up to 18 times. Those cows, they're about 1 kilometre away there. So it's super clear. And it's a pretty rainy average day as well.
So thanks for watching, guys. I hope this has helped out a little bit. This will be my last scope I'll ever buy, purely from the quality and everything. Also help that it makes you make the decision on what scope that you want.